I think kind of the training wheels are on him, number one. Number two, there were no preseason games. And Bomani's right. They don't want you hitting the quarterback in practice. That's why they do wear the different jersey.
You're right. Fitzpatrick or Minshew, who you got tonight? Bomani?
Oh, man, in the Pablo Torre Bowl, I am going to go with Fitzpatrick.
Flatsky?
How can you go with Fitzpatrick? The Dolphins, the secondary, allowed more than 400 passing yards to Josh Allen last week. Minshew's going to have a field day tonight.
Jacksonville tonight.
1,000 yards.
You're starting him on your fantasy team. That's good to know. And how about you, Isola?
I hate agreeing with Bill, but he's right about this one, Jacksonville.
Lightning 5, Stars 2. That's buy or sell 2. The Stamkos game. This was awesome. To go from not playing for 7 months to scoring on your first shot and then going right out of the game in Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final. Wow. The first line of Tampa took care of the rest. Palat, Kucherov, and Point. All-time production in a postseason. From then, Frank just winning a pivotal Game 3 when your superstar sweeps in from another dimension to score, give you an added boost for the series.
That's a huge emotional lift. What a great story that is. Steven Stamkos, former number 1 overall pick in 2008. He comes in there after not playing for 211 days, scores. He sat the second and third period. Tampa Bay's always been the best team. Now they're in control.
That was my favorite part, that he sat he did what he had to do and got out of there in 2.5 minutes. Bomani?
All right, I'm not too big on the touchy-feelies in this way. However, it's kind of hard to, separate this from, a Kirk Gibson type of situation or a Willis Reed type situation where it absolutely did look like something like that gave a boost. And with Kirk Gibson, it powered that not very good team all the way to a championship.
Mm-hmm. Bill Plaschke.
Well, don't go saying Kirk Gibson now. Come on, that's in a class all its own, Bomani. Come on, you know better than that.
What?
But this was cool. But
goal.
I think what even means even more is the Lightning have outshot them 99-73. They have a better goalie. They have a better defenseman, Hedman. Vasilevsky, the goalie, Kucherov. The Lightning have a better team.
Right, now it puts questions in Dallas's head. Should Bishop be in goal in the next game? I mean, there's a lot at play here. We'll move on. Buy or sell 3. Keith Smith, Yahoo. Starting to hear a lot of buzz that the 76ers are letting teams know they're open to trade talks if they hire Mike D'Antoni to be their next head coach. And John Clark, NBC in Philadelphia. I'm hearing one of the reasons Sixers have a lot of interest in D'Antoni is feeling that he could help lure James Harden to Philly. Bill Plaschke, buy or sell?
Totally selling this. You're going to tear up a program for Mike D'Antoni? What has he ever won? Why does everybody still believe this guy can do some kind of a magic? He's never been to the NBA Finals. Ty Lue is the coach for that team. And I think Ty Lue can get those two guys to play together. He's done it before in Cleveland. I think he can work. Mike D'Antoni's not a good idea, not a good fit.
Frank Isola?
Well, Ty Lue's going to get a job. But the one thing about Mike D'Antoni, let's remember, Steve Nash, 2-time MVP. James Harden was an MVP. They believe he can do the same for Ben Simmons. But to Bill's point, I'll trade you Al Horford. I'll trade you Tobias Harris. Not yet am I trading you Embiid or Ben Simmons. I'm keeping both of them.
Mm-hmm. Bomani Jones.
I mean, D'Antoni's a very good coach. We can't ignore that part. It just so happens one of the guys that they have is a big man and the other one they can't shoot. Those are not things that work so well with Mike D'Antoni. So, I mean, they need to be open to trades with those dudes no matter who the head coach happens to be. If it happens to be him, if you want to blame it on him, that's fine. But they're going to need to move 1 or 2 of those guys.
But anything about Harden, that D'Antoni could lure Harden, and that the Sixers would be better off breaking up Embiid and Simmons to inquiring Harden. Frank, you could address that first.
Well, I think you have to convince Daryl Morey to want to trade James Harden. So I'm not so sure that that's going to happen. It might be worth a try, but I think it's going to be Ben Simmons, it's going to be Embiid, and I do think D'Antoni's going to be the coach there.
Plaschke, I'll offer that question to you. You need about 6 great points to make it work.
No, it's not going to work. Harden is not going to be traded. They're not going to get rid of him. Embiid and Simmons, they can do it together there. They can win there. They need the right coach. They need the right system, and it's not D'Antoni.
Whoa.
Need the right system.
That's
hard to say, Plaschke, it's not you. No. This is a touchy-feely story for Bomani Jones, which now he loves to appreciate, and Frank Isola. Showdown next.
Hey, it's your homie. Sorry, it's your home. I know you don't like it when I call myself your homie. So I have some favors to ask you. Could you get rid of a few chairs in the living room? My floorboards are tired. Another easy thing, we could save money if you bundled your home and car insurance with Geico. One more thing. I know you love lavender-scented candles, but could we try Tahitian vanilla? I think it would fit my vibe better.
Geico. For bundling made easy, go to geico.com today.
it's your apartment speaking, and I need some favors. When you're singing in the shower, just try going up a key. You're trying to be an alto when really you're a soprano. Oh, and if you could bundle your renters and car insurance with Geico, it's easy to do online and we could save money. And then, when you read your murder mysteries at night, could you read out loud? But skip the murder parts because I get scared.
Geico. For bundling made easy, go to geico.com today.
Bomani Jones, Frank Isola in Showdown. Give me that. That's what Trevor Bauer posted after 8 innings, 1 run on short day's rest. Look at the standings and this magnificent heap in the National League of teams. Reds stayed steady at the 8th seed. Frank, with the gimme that, Bauer's talking about the Cy Young. Was that a Cy Young-worthy start? Has he been Cy Young-worthy for his 2-month season here?
It kind of reminds me of that year when CeCe was in Milwaukee and they were pitching him on 3 days rest to try to get into the playoffs. Absolutely, that's a great start. Yeah. It's weird giving out awards for 60 games, but he absolutely, right now to me, is in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but again, the dude has had, 11 starts this season, and we're really talking about somebody being the Cy Young. Maybe he wins it, maybe he does not. I'm not going to be able to care about how it goes with this small a sample. It'd be great.
So you don't believe they should be giving out awards?
I mean,
what
I
about
understand
the
them
touchy
giving them
feely
out.
Bomani Jones? What happened? This is a
Yeah, come on.
They can give them out. I ain't got to
Participation award.
Bauer has had an incredible year. He really has. He's talked the talk, and now he's give me that. That's what he said. Point, Frank Isola. We'll give him that. Showdown 2. I got to go back to the standings here. I mean, the American League, look at these standings. A glorious mess of teams. Rays clinched the East yesterday. A's long since clinched the West. Minnesota moved ahead of the White Sox, who've dropped 4 straight and fallen to the 4th seed. Now they're looking at the Yankees. Bomani, who's the most dangerous team in this mess?
Look, even with those losses, I got to go with the team with the best run differential in the postseason, and that is going to be the White Sox, the best scoring team in the American League thus far. And they got my man Tim Anderson. That's that good kind of danger right there.
Frank Isola?
I want it to be the A's because the Raiders left, the Warriors went to San Francisco, and last night Tampa Bay, by the way, they clinched in New York, but it was at Citi Field. But come on, Tony, it's the team up in the Bronx. If they're healthy, that's the team to beat.
It's amazing. White Sox, with this losing streak, now match up against the Yankees in the first series, right?
Yeah.
Point, Frank Isola. FaceTime goes to Francis Albert Isola.
Wow. Well, as we all know, the coronavirus can impact a lot of people, even the legendary one himself, who once spent time in L.A., and I'm not talking about our good friend Bill Plaschke, and it's so great to see him. I'm talking about Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who left L.A. and is now in Italy, of all places, playing for AC Milan. He revealed that he, too, has been diagnosed with the coronavirus. And, of course, Zlatan took it in stride, as you might imagine. He said, Corona tried to challenge me. Bad idea. So get well soon, Zlatan.
Yeah. Zlatan doesn't have COVID. COVID has Zlatan. All right, Bomani Jones. You know, I was a little tough on the scoring there. You got 10 seconds if you want to give us a short version of your FaceTime.
All right, long and short, this dude, Jay Garcia, had committed to USC. He moved to Valdosta, Georgia to play high school football because Georgia's still playing. His parents got legally separated so that he could fit under the rules. And all I'm saying is, be careful, Mr. Garcia. You signed up for this.
And, Bill, you get nothing. Goodbye, everybody.